Welcome. Well, I should say, good day, everybody. Welcome to day 25 of the LEGO Star Wars Advent Calendar 2019. Well, there's nothing to open today. We opened the last door yesterday. It goes all the way up to 24, which is down here somewhere. I forget where it is. But of course, today is Christmas Day. Hooray! I hope you have had, are having, or will have, depending on what time you watch this, a great day with your family, with your friends, getting loads of presents and all that kind of stuff. So today, what are we going to do? I will move that out of the way because that's just going to block my view constantly. Today, we are going to review all 24 models that we got from the LEGO Star Wars Advent Calendar this year. So, as with last year, you're going to get a view that you don't normally see. I'm going to come round and then I'm going to pick you up and you're going to have a different angle of this room. Well, I say different, it's exactly the same one as last year. I'll be back in a second. So, here I am. There is Star Wars. I apologise for the light. I need to adjust for it. But there we go. As with last year, competition. Who can tell me what film that is from? And yes, I have got a new TV. Thanks for noticing. But that's not the important thing. The important thing is the models here. Here they all are. All 24 of them. I'm just going to go and shut that curtain. I will be back in a second. Let me just leave you with that mystery. Because that is really bright sunlight. I did not account for that at all. There we go, that's better. Hopefully we're not all washed out anymore. Ah, there's my reflection. Hello! You can see the other window over there. Right. So, Star Wars Advent Calendar 2019, Day 1. We got our Star Destroyer model. I'm pretty sure it's a Star Destroyer. I realised after uploading it that it's a very slightly different shape. But that's what I'm pretty sure that it is. Moving on to Day 2, we stayed with the dark side, with the First Order transport that Kylo Ren uses. I can't remember whether he uses it in The Last Jedi, but he definitely uses it in Force Awakens. Sticking with the First Order. Day 3 and 4, we got our First Order Stormtrooper and the accompanying gun turret. Very fearsome troops, supposedly, when they can actually hit something. Let me just shuffle along to day number 3, 4, 5, 6. We got Poe Dameron's X-Wing fighter. So we've got the dark side. This was our first light side model. We're moving on to the Resistance. Sticking with the Resistance, that is a bit of rubbish that shouldn't be there. We got our Resistance transport, the transport that Leia arrives in The Force Awakens. Moving on, day number 7. Chewbacca and his campfire porg barbecue type thing that he has in The Last Jedi. Last Jedi again for day number 8 for our rocky outcrop on Ankh Toe. Second row, again, Last Jedi. We got Fishy Luke, as I called him. Fishy Luke. Luke in his exile with the fish and the stick and the rather annoyed expression that he had. Day number 8, 9, 10. Quad Jumper from The Force Awakens, the one that gets blown up just before they go and... actually, that's not particularly standing up very well. I'll have to hold it because I think it falls over. But yeah, that's the ship that Rey and Finn are originally going to get on before they abandon it for the Millennium Falcon when it gets blown up. Possibly by one of these lasers, but I think I remember in the film it's more likely to be a TIE fighter because these lasers, I believe, are from the original trilogy. That is a Death Star laser with, on day 12, the accompanying gunner. Although he could quite easily be the gunner for the Death Star itself. Also on the Death Star was our model from day... Oh, blimey, why do I always forget? I should write these down. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. A mouse droid all in black with a little clippy bit on top. I think that's supposed to represent antennas. He doesn't carry anything. We move from the original trilogy onto the prequels for the next 3 days. We got our tank droid, which at the time was one of only a few vehicles in the Star Wars universe that had wheels. Anyone that's seen The Rise of Skywalker, as I have now, will know that that is no longer the case. And, a week ago when I said that, that was true. But now it really isn't true. Possibly on day, excuse me, day 15, we've got the pilot for said droid. A battle droid, Federation battle droid, the second one that we got. We got one last year, we got one again this year. And on day 16, sticking with the prequels, we got our droid carrier. That's only 3 models from the prequels this year. I don't know if Disney are, intentional in doing that, or whether the Lego are intentional in doing that. But it is a shame. They might not be the best films in the world, but they're still part of the canon. It's a shame to see them not fully recognised as I think they should be. They get a lot of flack. I think some of it quite well deserved. I mean, yeah, the dialogue is ropey, and some of the CGI effects haven't aged well. And there's a few characters that I would prefer didn't exist, not mentioning any names. But they are an integral part of the saga, so it's a shame that we only got 3 of them represented in this set this year. But anyway, moving on to day 17, we go into the original trilogy. That is the escape pod that R2-D2 and C-3PO used to get off Princess Leia's starship right at the very, very beginning. Also on the Tantive 4 was this next guy, a rebel soldier. They sort of got rather indiscriminately slaughtered by the stormtroopers, so I imagine this guy went from this to that very quickly indeed. Sorry, I don't mean that. Let's put you back up again. You're going to fall over. No, try and do this left-handed while looking through a viewfinder is not an easy thing to do. Do you know what? Yeah, you can stay laying down. And you've knocked our next model out of alignment. That is a Minoc from episode 5. You don't really see them properly, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is with its long sort of mousy tail, bat-like wings and glowing eyes. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Episode 5, the theme continues with our ion cannon from Hoth. Or as I said, the big boob laser, as Family Guy called it, in their spoof/parody/tribute to Star Wars. Episode 5 again, and this is the last of the original trilogy models, I'm fairly sure. We get a nice cloud car. Now, last year we got a little sort of scaled model of a cloud car going around one of those gas platforms in Bespin. I thought it was an umbrella. I genuinely thought it was a parasol. If you go back, that's probably my most watched video, because I think other people are trying to figure out what it is. But there you go. We got a proper cloud car this year. Unfortunately, for day 22, I have genuinely no idea who that is. He's obviously, I think he's a good guy, because he's not wearing a stormtrooper or Imperial armour, but your guess is as good as mine. I didn't have time to look it up. Let's move on to day 23. I like this one. I think that's a really clever idea. We got our Christmas gonk droid, a sort of gonk droid painted and decorated in the style of a Christmas gift. I thought that was a really clever idea. Well done, Lego. I really, really liked that one. Let's make you straight again. Put you on the straight and narrow. And then just yesterday, or 10 minutes ago, if you are me recording this, we got our Santa Porg, I think we called him. I had trouble getting the hat on because I didn't realise there was supposed to be a stud there. But there he is, cute little Santa Porg. I know people don't like the Porgs generally, but I did. I quite liked them. And I thought they were a very ingenious way of getting round all of the trouble that they were having in the filming location. So, there you go. Let's try and get them all in shot. That was our collection for this year, for 2019. Yeah, I'll put you back and then I'll give you a final review and some might even have a final bit of chocolate low. So let's get the framing right again and I'll be back round in a second. Here I am. No editing required because it's literally just a foot pace away. So that's it for the LEGO Star Wars Advent Calendar 2019. We've just done our review. I think it was a good set this year. There was a few that were better than others. Rock platform. But on the whole, I think it was a good selection of sets. Like I said, I wish there was a bit more from the prequel trilogy, but I can understand when they want to sell for the last film in the sequel trilogy. I can understand that they didn't do that. And the nostalgia for the original trilogy is still obviously in full swing. So, on the whole, nice set, good set. Let's bring it back up for one last time. Here we go. And I'll try not to knock any of the models over as I push it onto the table. That's it then. We're done for another year. I really, really hope that you have a very, very good Christmas and a happy new year, and I will definitely see you in 2020. I don't know, I don't generally have any plans to upload any more videos, but I will definitely do this Advent Calendar again in 11 months. Sorry, I just shook the table. I will definitely do this Advent Calendar again in 11 months' time. It's been a really good thing to do for me. I really enjoyed it. This is the second year in a row that I've done it, and I have no plans to stop there. Of course, quality streak time. I've ended each and every one of my videos in the same way. Today is no different. But today, I think, rather than random, I'm just going to go digging straight in and go for... If I don't drop them on the floor, go for 2 purples because they are the absolute best. So, I wonder what will happen if I put a double filter on at the end. I'm quite looking forward to finding out. Let's see. There's one. I imagine it'll just turn everything dark and you won't be able to see anything. That's a great way to end the video, isn't it? Welcome to 2020. We've got no lights. Actually, that's probably not far off from being the truth, given the way that... no, I'm not getting political. Not getting political. Did one of my baubles just fall off behind me? I think it did. I'll pick that up in a second. But now I will say goodbye to 2019. Goodbye to you. And I will see you in the new year. If, in fact, you can actually see me. Because I can't see the camera lens anymore. Goodbye and farewell and have a good Christmas. That was an awkward end to the video, wasn't it?